I think I heard someone yodel. Is that what you're doing? I don't like it.
Well, it looks like someone can relate to desperation after all.
That's your culture, is yodeling? Is this Burning Man? What's going on?
How's it going, everybody? My name is Knaxel. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, smash that like and subscribe button. Today, we're going to be looking at some of Coachella's finest, some of the haves and have-nots, some of the clips, and some of the aftermath of the Coachella 2-weekender festival. As you all know, Coachella, the Glastonbury of the US, took place over these last 2 weekends. And it's kind of surprising that year after year, people going into massive debt just to be able to visit this festival. The music festival that has nothing to do with music. I'm so excited to see these clips. I don't want to shit my pants again, so let's get right into it. So, in the beginning, there were desperate influencers with not enough cash to go to the festival. I believe this first clip we're going to see is a girl who is an influencer of some sorts, and she is begging brand ambassadors to fund her trip to Coachella.
If you're a brand and you're watching this, here's why you should take me to Coachella. This is a very serious matter, so let's get into it. My name's Sidoni, I'm 27 years old, I'm from New York City, and I've been a full-time creator for the past 3 years. Might I mention, I'm also rep by one of the best in the game. I'm a lifestyle creator, but I'm versatile, and I've been a believer since 2008, aka the YouTube days. I have been subscribed to the @KidRaw channel since September of 2008. This is a picture of me at 12 years old in my childhood bedroom with Justin Bieber posters all on the wall. Like I said, my content is lifestyle, but let's make it fun. So beauty, fashion, dating, education, tech, health and wellness. I post about everything.
Okay, I don't think this girl, Sidoni, realizes how ridiculous she's coming across. To make a PowerPoint presentation and then post that to a YouTube video in the hopes of reaching a brand is just laughable. These people clearly don't understand that marketing and advertisements, they know the people they want to endorse and have as the face of their company. I don't know of anybody who has ever begged their way into an advertisement deal.
I post on every platform, including LinkedIn, because I'm a real professional girl.
Okay, it sounds as almost as if she regains a slight moment of consciousness as to how ridiculous this whole presentation is. As if she's like, why don't I just buy myself a ticket?
I have the platform and the plan, I just need the invite. The last time I saw Justin Bieber in concert, it was August 31st of 2010 on the My World Tour at Madison Square Garden. I stood online to get those tickets, and that same concert was recorded for the Never Say Never movie. And when the movie came out a few months later, I went to see it every single day for 2 weeks straight, including the director's cut.
Every day for 2 weeks straight? You might have some issues you may want to address, because you went to see him perform live in 2010. That doesn't mean anything to brands. They want to know what value you can give them before they'll pay for any expenses.
His brand partners say I'm a pleasure to work with.
I'm sure you are, honey.
I have a tolerance for extreme heat. While some people may struggle in the desert and in 100-degree climates, I'm from the Caribbean. It's actually my baseline. When it comes to taking a picture, I'm making sure that a video is fabulous. I get down, I don't play about having a good photo. And last but most definitely not least, I look great.
Wow, is there anything this girl can't do? Brands, reach out to her now. You don't know what you're missing. That's pretty much all I can take from that insufferable entitledness. Let's go move on to our next influencer. See what he's begging for.
If you're an Australian brand, this is why you should send me to Coachella next month, and I'm being dead serious too. So many of you brands are choosing the wrong people to send on these trips. You are getting backlash for it, and they're getting backlash too. You can save your PR, and you can save me a lot of money. I'm Brock. I live in Sydney, Australia. Convenient for you, I make lifestyle and entertainment content, so the perfect crossover.
Yes. Like almost everyone else on this platform.
I've been a Carpenter, Sabrina Carpenter fan since 2014. That is over a decade. This is my dream Coachella. There are a lot of influencers being like, I love Sabrina Carpenter, and they know espresso and taste. The gag is, I am probably one of your best options. I tick the boxes of being a creator who's been on brand trips before. There's obviously plenty of great content that could come out of this. Picture this, you take your product, your brand, and slap it over the fact I'm at Coachella seeing Sabrina Carpenter. Not only are the views going to be organically great because my audience equally loves Sabrina, but she's a hot topic and she's going to be one of the most talked about acts this year. In 2024, she was not even a headliner and she ended up being the #1 most searched for performance. Hopefully you make the right choice.
Well, Brad, if you're the best that Australia has to offer, I think we'll next that. Here we have another influencer who doesn't get the concept that brands and advertisement companies know what faces they want on which products of theirs. You can't beg your way into a brand deal like Oliver Twist. These people seem to think that what they do is so original and so unique and such a good look that the brand should be begging them to work with them. All the while not understanding that it's a certain aesthetic and culture and vibe that all has to gel together naturally. Note, I said naturally, not organically. Sick of that word.
Do you know how out of touch with reality you have to be in order to cry online about not being invited to Coachella while people are struggling to pay for gas and groceries? Coachella is the biggest music festival in the month of April, and there's no shortage of influencers getting free passes to go there. Yet I never thought I would see the day where rich people got online to beg brands to send them to Coachella. These influencers, who literally make thousands of dollars a month, are trying to get on this app and cry and beg like it's Oliver Twist to try to get a free pass to Coachella. And the worst part is that if this actually does work and they actually do get free passes from these brands, these influencers are going to jump on their platforms and promote products that they don't believe in. But because they got free passes from these brands, they're not contractually obligated to promote these products to their fans. Just seeing people crying online about not being able to go to Coachella for free is just so...
Here we have a commentator who seems to have a little bit more common sense than what we've seen so far. This girl understands that in a time of recession, rich people should not be begging for anything, although I have heard that not a lot of these people who are going are actually rich. Contrary, a lot of them are in debt. They've put their houses up as collateral, they've taken on loans, gone into debt, so not everyone is as wealthy as they're trying to make out to be at Coachella. She seems to get it.
How much does it cost to go to Coachella with receipts? So obviously I am not a brand friendly influencer, so I had to pay for Coachella all on my own. And I'm going to Coachella with the entire Bop House, the assistants and stylists, so I had to get 12 tickets.
Of course.
We got 12 artist passes and a table at the main stage, and it ended up being $67,980.
Chink
You guys
change.
know me, so obviously I booked a private jet, and a round trip to Coachella Valley cost me $37,490.
Of course,
We
babe.
originally had an Airbnb booked way in advance for $29,000, but they canceled on us 3 days before the event.
Rude.
So we had to book another Airbnb, and that total was $83,375. And
Nothing.
as I said prior, I got a stylist, and all of the clothes that she got me ended up totaling to be $5,000.
So they
the
were
total
thrifted.
cost for 3 days at Coachella is $192,845.86. Do you guys think this is worth it?
No, I think you're a moron.
Let's get into this. How much did we spend at Coachella weekend one? I don't even want to add this up. I'm so scared to see. Just to get into the Coachella event, we had to buy our wristbands. They were just GA, and then our car camping pass. Tickets that we bought on resale. It was $1631.50 to be exact. And our car camping pass was $196.80, bringing the total to $1,828.30. This is just to get into the festival.
Alright, so Crazy Eyes spent over $1,600 just to get into the festival grounds. She doesn't say how big the group was, but even if it's a group of 4 people, that's still over $500 just to get inside. She adds insane at the end, which is probably the most sanest thing she's said all year.
Day 2, we ended up buying festival merch. It was $266.44. Then I went back and decided that I wanted more, and it was $152.20.
If you're buying festival merchandise or any merchandise from any artist in 2026, that's on you. You need to do it the way I do it. You need to get the logo or the album cover or the photo that you like of your artist, get a t-shirt from Amazon, €10, $10, whatever, and get it printed on. That's the best way to do it.
Grand total, we spent $7,144.61. I can't. How much did you guys spend?
So Crazy Eyes spent over $7,000 with a couple of people in order to see some lackluster performances, including Justin Bieber looking at his laptop. Money well spent. Yep, just hanging around in the festival, which makes up the majority of that time.
Look at you.
Notice how literally none of them thanked the driver. Jeez, yeah, it's almost as if these are horrible, entitled people. Who'd have known? Apparently there was a stomach bug going around Coachella as well. People were saying it had something to do with the pizza. Pizzagate? Apparently the pizza was not being stored properly. The service people didn't have any gloves on, there were no refrigerators there, and I mean, what do you expect? When you're eating pizza like 100 degrees weather, you're gonna get sick. They were also serving chicken nuggets with caviar. I mean, are you trying to make yourself sick?
Anyone else recovering from the Coachella stomach bug? I can't keep anything down. I've been in the bathroom all day, and all I want is fruits and juices. Like, I'm not hungry. I have no appetite to eat anything. And I've been in bed all day.
Aw, I'm sorry, man. That really sucks. I hope things are looking up for you soon. Big hugs. Just hang in there, buddy. You'll be okay. It's gonna be okay. Wow, what kind of collective exorcism is going on here? I think Justin Bieber's performing. Let's see how we get on. This girl says everybody's phones are up. She can't even see. This is exactly the problem with this festival. Coachella is not about the music, it is not about performing, it's not about even having a good time. It's just about showing off and who can make the most content. Oh god, this girl sounds like she's going into labor. Oh, of course, it's not only influencers who can be narcissists. Billie Eilish headed up on stage to join Justin Bieber for a rendition of One Less Lonely Chick. I'm glad that Billie is healing from that stolen land comment.
It has taken me a week to recover from Coachella, but I've seen a few influencers talk about their more negative experience at the festival, and I wanted to share a little bit of an unpopular opinion. I just feel like there's been this discourse about how nasty and rude the influencers were, how dry the crowd was, how one of my favorite mantras is that I bring light wherever I go and nobody can dim it.
Of course you do, honey. You're the light of the room.
Ayukas was literally on the performer, me and my sister. Everybody else in the world literally simply did not exist.
Everybody else did not exist for this girl. Something tells me that this is usual behavior for her though, and not just limited to Coachella.
I'd like to thank the poor side of Coachella. You guys made me have no FOMO whatsoever. There was one girl I was following who waited 3 hours in line for a shower, and then she got food poisoning, and then spiders hatched in her fan. She said it was 85 degrees, and a family of spiders hatched in her fan. So thanks to poor Coach.
This girl gets it. She is not taking anything seriously, taking the fact that she's too poor to go to Coachella because spiders hatch in her friend's fan. I'm not sure if that's a euphemism for anything, but either way, she's right there eating her spinach sandwich. She couldn't be happier.
Would you recommend coming? Definitely, but I think I prefer the festivals back in the UK because there's less pressure. Here it's oh my god, it's like the influencer Olympics and the crowds here are so boring. Everyone just stands still, no one's dancing.
Yep, I guess we'll leave it on that note. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.